Welcome back to Mad King, everybody.
Sorry.
Hello.
We only got to make it 7 seconds. We might have done it.
I don't think we made it 7 seconds.
Wyatt made it 7 seconds, almost on the nose Monday, but I
Sorry.
gave it like an extra
I
second when I
sure
just.
did.
Oh, I didn't
sure
even
did.
catch it. It's just my language.
Shit.
Wyatt sat there at the beginning of Monday and literally just counted off on his hand 7 seconds. He was like, "Fuck you, we're back." All right. You leave campus one night and suddenly you get crazy with it. Okay.
That's pretty good.
Oh,
Don't you dare.
welcome back, everybody. Where'd we last
Hello.
leave off?
We were force feeding the Dwarf King.
You force feeding the dwarf.
Yeah.
King.
Right.
That's right. You were deep in the royal chambers in the Iron Mountain Hall after figuring out more or less the extent of your cousin's spell.
And we were deep inside the Dwarf King.
and now
were
this fruit
not.
is deep inside the dwarf king.
We-
You guys probably were not.
Well, touched me, so, but by the transitive property of algebra, I am deep inside the Dwarf King.
Maybe don't tell him that when he comes back too, right?
There's like a little bit
mean,
of peanut butter on your hand.
Maybe
like,
do.
Maybe he's into that.
And that peanut butter was definitely in my mouth.
Did you ask him if he has peanut allergies?
He was like, "Man, that's all I needed to like get out of that funk."
I love this cat.
Well, you know,
Some frosty,
at
cold
least
pink.
one way that he swings because he has children.
That means nothing.
Yeah,
He's a
that
king.
means nothing.
That means that at one point he forced himself to
He had to have
do
an
his
heir.
thing
Especially
inside
like
a
high
female.
royalty.
Yeah.
Come on.
If even that, if he even
Yeah, he
had
could
to
have
do
taken
that,
a baster.
You
You
gotta
know,
have
like
you gotta have an heir at least.
No. Moving on.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just saying.
people do these things.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But they're dwarves.
So the king is waking
Dwarves
up.
can do these things
King.
too. That was kind of specious.
You don't know what is dwarf biology?
In a fantasy world?
Yeah, tell me about.
Well, they're people but short.
They all have beards.
They all have beards. Even their
Even the
beards,
I've maintained that one at least. That's
Yeah.
true.
their beards, all
Uh-huh.
of the whiskers are actually like able to be malleable. They're harder than human hairs, and so like they can use them as like lockpicks and stuff to like actually use them as tools.
I like that.
Fun fact about dwarves.
You asked the wrong person that question.
I learned something new about my world every day, I guess.
I mean, you asked about dwarves, not dwarves in the Mad King's land.
That's who we're talking about. We're
no,
talking about my
no,
dwarves.
no. You got to be specific. You said, "Tell me about dwarves."
They dig holes.
I read many
Eat
a
dirt.
book. Technically, dwarves do not dig holes, but you know.
All right.
Yeah.
We're getting too far here.
They mine.
Okay.
They absolutely do if they mine.
No,
Mining is digging holes.
it's not. It's different.
I am a miner.
Nope.
Not in that way.
I was about to say, I thought you were older than 21.
He is, yeah.
He's been lying to you this whole time.
Been lying to you this whole time. I am actually 12, and all of this is just glued on every night.
Wow. You're secretly a really tall dwarf.
It's my dad's armpit hair. I glued on.
Why the armpit hair?
Don't ask me why he shaves his armpit.
It could be worse. I feel like many of us here have seen Jackass.
Yeah.
That's so fucking like I was thinking about it.
Not
Like
crazy
as soon as he said, "Yeah, I just glued on," I was like, "Have anybody seen the Jackass movie?"
I don't want to
You can
know.
pass.
I don't want to know.
Oh god.
Pubic hair.
That I
From
assumed.
multiple men.
From every-
They
I
needed
assumed-
multiple donations. They didn't have quite enough for a one
It's
and
like,
done.
One of them
y'all
had crabs.
Haven't seen Filthy
Yeah.
Frank hair cakes.
Yeah, and then they like glued it to his face, and then like
Didn't
because it's
tell
all
him?
just like loose hair, it was like getting in his mouth and everything throughout the entire take. It's
Bro.
fucking hilarious.
Bro, have you seen Filthy Frank hair cake?
I have not.
Look again.
What? No.
He gets a bunch of different pews from a bunch of different YouTubers around the world.
No!
Puts it into a cake and attempts to eat it.
Man, I miss Filthy Frank.
He doesn't
What?
get very far.
This is a thing?
Yeah, dude.
You
No!
know Filthy Frank?
Yeah, dude, he did like 3 of
Old
those.
Joji?
I just know him as Joji.
Yeah, dude, he did like 3 of those.
He was way better as Filthy Frank.
Dude.
So much better.
Oh my god. I like Joji, but I miss Filthy. I really do.
I don't spend enough time on the internet, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Good times. Good time.
So, the Dwarf King is waking up, yes?
Yeah.
The last
he-
YouTuber I actually watched was Jenna Marbles. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
That's sad.
I miss you. Please come back.
Does she not make content
No,
anymore?
she canceled herself.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
She had like one video back in the day where she did quote unquote blackface. It was just self tanner and stuff,
Yeah.
and it was I don't know. So she canceled herself before it could become a thing. As far as I know, I didn't really look too much into it.
Yeah,
There
she
could
was
be way
pretty
more
much
to the
just like,
story, but-
I'm getting out of this
I
fucking
don't know.
bullshit.
Funny thing about being canceled is that you can't be canceled if you just don't apologize. You just keep going.
Fair enough.
100% of the time, people who have tried to be canceled, they just go, "I'm not sorry. It was funny. Goodbye," and they just keep doing their
That
thing.
is technically true, but
It's
a
100%
bad
true.
take.
It's not a bad take.
That is a bad take.
I don't think it's not if you don't apologize. You can't be canceled if you don't care.
Yeah.
That's more what
I feel like
it
it's
is.
the context of a cancellation, you know?
Yeah. That's
Like,
what
yeah,
I'm
if
saying.
you're trying to be funny, yeah.
But no one's stepping in and like federally. You know, there is no
Yeah.
government coming in being like, "You need to delete your YouTube channel."
Yeah.
There's totally like YouTube changes its terms and service and you retroactively get banned because they turn out to be violations of the new thing, which is ridiculous in its own way.
yeah.
But that's not what happens to any of those people.
No, they
But
just,
it's like what was he? He was on Game Grumps for a while. JonTron.
John Trump?
Yeah. He's still going. He still makes a video anytime he feels like it. And he doesn't do the like ridiculously over the top edgy stuff or say any of the things that almost got him canceled, but he just didn't apologize. And people were like, "Yeah, well, you know, maybe I don't agree with you. Maybe it was a bad take. Maybe it was a little weird." But he's a
It
comedian
makes me
Kinda
sad
funny.
that we cancel people for making bad jokes, but we allow people who are in politics
Who are
to remain
actually
in
bad.
politics,
Yeah,
and it's fine.
100%.
Anyways.
So Dungeons and Dragons, everyone.
Woof.
Where we are neither allowing people to make bad jokes or remain in politics because we're going to take down the Mad King.
Well, yeah, but it's still our.
But we make the bad jokes and
We
remain
make
in
the bad
politics.
jokes.
We are the ones who should be canceled.
You're the ones the king is actively trying to cancel.
We're gonna take him down.
Yeah.
We're canceling
Genocide
him.
Well,
Maybe not.
I mean,
Well, we've already done the genocide.
besides Leadshire, let's
we
try to.
technically have not committed any type of genocide, okay? Like
Leadshire.
Leadshire, that's not genocide.
That was literally an entire people.
We
They had their own culture. It was an entire
See,
city-state.
PJ Boy gets it. Yeah.
They were the same. Like they were still people. They were just no longer
Oh, God.
people. They transcended.
That's
past
usually the
peoplehood.
excuse. Yeah, no longer people.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't see them as people.
God.
Oh, we didn't even roll the duck.
I don't think we
Anyways,
should.
King, waking up.
We're already having a bad time.
King's waking up. Crazy, right? You roll that duck and then you.
Perfectly
The king is
average.
in abject confusion. It
Just
seems like
like-
he does not fully understand
Slightly
what was
above
happening to him.
average.
He very much doesn't know who any of you people are.
No.
Yeah. So as like after the fruit has been inserted, I'll like push everybody off
There's a suppository.
of the king, so like he can wake up and not have 5 people just pinning him
Yeah,
down.
this poor guy's just like in his triple Alaskan king-sized bed, in his pajamas. There's like open tubs of ice cream just littering the floor, and he is against his headboard looking at you guys wild-eyed.
Is it like a circular bed? Because for some reason, those are just like my ideal. Like
And it,
that
like,
is
rotates?
luxury. Yes.
It's a lazy Susan, triple Alaskan king.
Can it be a circular bed?
100%. It can be a
Yay!
circular
Awesome.
bed. Absolutely. And it's got like the support beams with the whole like fancy frilly golden.
So it's like a gazebo.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
gazebo bed.
Hell yeah.
It's in this huge room where there's gardens around it.
I think the bed's better than much.
Oh, it's so nice. The silk,
The thread count, man.
the thread count.
Through the roof.
Off the
Ridiculous.
charts.
Like literally, like the sheets are hanging from the roof.
He wants to know who you are and what the hell you're doing in his house.
Magic Fruit Man.
Shovel Knight is actively like sealing the doors with stone as all these construct guards are trying to tear it down to get in.
Yeah.
So you guys don't have a lot of time.
Yeah.
Quick.
So, good to see you, Well King. We come from down south. We're fighting against the Mad King, and we just fed you a fruit that cured the spell that you are under by the king.
Give me like a diplomacy roll.
You gonna ask him to call off the guards?
That's coming. We have to establish, hey, we're
That's
cool
coming.
before we can be like, call off you
He's
boys.
like frantic here.
All right, diplomacy. You're looking at a 26.
Hold on a second. Looks
That's
like
pretty good.
something is not working.
Oh no.
Yeah, I dump a lot of skill points in diplomacy.
I'm glad someone.
I know that I'm
Who
aware.
needs diplomacy when you have
I
a
just
bench
picked up this
straw?
new
What was the total on that?
26 total.
26 total is
Good.
sufficient
Rearrange points.
for him to call off the guards, at least temporarily. Let
Yes.
me get this going real quick. I don't know why every now and then our Cloudbot just turns itself off.
What is
Wake
it?
up, bot! You have a job
The
to do.
Cloudbot
Your
is
shift
what
is over.
runs the exclamation point mad, exclamation point MHA, where the people in chat can see the donation or the tip rewards. Let me see if it's working again now. There we go.
Woo!
It's just called Cloudbot. It's the service through Streamlabs where you get a bot that sends automated responses when people type in a certain thing. So when someone types exclamation point mad in the chat,
Why cloud?
I don't know why it's called that. It's called Cloudbot. That's what Streamlabs called it. But when you type it in, it's just Streamlabs is what the account is that says it. But then it puts in chat not the automatic response that has the
Yeah.
tip and then the reward.
Use it wisely.
Or don't.
Or don't.
Talk fast and give me only the most important information.
Roger. We've started a rebellion down south. The Mad King has sent a, simply put, demon spider after your people. We know a way to kill it. We need your clerics to pump it full of both positive and negative energy. Uh-oh.
Very.
What's going on?
Oh my God. Okay.
Oh my
missed it.
gosh.
Travis,
No.
thank you very much.
Jeez. Travis
That
Privilege.
okay.
I missed it.
$620 donation.
Whoa!
What?
Wow!
$620. Thank you.
Thank you.
That is
We
a
love
hero
you.
point, and I do remember. I remember very well. That is a hero point, and that is to. I'm going to go back through the list on
NPCs.
Discord and look through. That is every major kid that you guys have, every major NPC that you guys have, as well as just the two of them. That's
My
right.
guy is not
Oh, yeah.
fucking around.
And it's one hero point for each of you, I
Thank
believe.
you.
Thank you.
Big,
But
big roller.
We're full up now.
thank you very much. We'll remember that just all of your NPCs have a hero point right now.
Everybody.
Everybody
Sure
get
that.
it. Love you
Wait.
too, Boo.
Love you
But yes, we need your clerics to fight it. It is on its way here.
Then go talk to them.
We figured,
Your
getting
entire
you.
town is under the spell. Everybody's fucked. We need your help. Please call off the things.
Guards, hold on, hold
Thank
on. Yeah, you hear all the noise on the other end. Stop.
Who needs diplomacy? Aggression is the key.
What spell?
So I would still have the dossier with me that I picked up from the room.
Yeah.
So I'll just pull it out and be like, this is all the information we have on it. We stole it from the king during one of our last raids.
Yeah, it's sparse on exact details because it's just a bragging piece
Exactly,
about the spell. But
exactly.
it's got a couple little things in it. It adds to your credibility. King says, "Cool.
Not cool.
Get the hell out of my house, and I will see you in the throne room for official meetings in an hour."
Perfect.
Understood.
And he
Um,
takes a second as he says that, and he kind of sniffs a little bit, and he kind of looks around the room. Give me like 3.
Look, we don't know how long like you're not going to be under the effects of this spell, so maybe not 3 hours. Can we like quick 10-minute take a horse bath? Let's go.
Out.
Okay.
Let's go, friends. I'll usher my friends out.
Taking
Yeah.
fruit as I go.
Plenty to be had, absolutely.
Oh, as we leave, I want to ask them, is there any, like, really important people you would like to be part of this meeting? We can clear only a few of their heads. We already have your head cleric, who's been
Cleric guy.
briefed on what's going on. Is there anybody else you would like there?
Right, so you've gotten Haziel. He would love his cousin Svendig.
Spendig.
Svendig.
Okay.
Sure.
Where is he?
Oh, you can probably find him in the tavern.
We're happy.
Roger.
you're here,
Which
too.
tavern? Which tavern?
Oh, the Royal Tavern.
All right, roger that.
You were in the Royal District right now, where the royal families have
Royal
their separation from the common folk. Yeah, you are relatively easily able to find him.
He's gonna crap himself. when he
People
walks outside.
very unenthusiastically point you in the right direction.
There's a whole town out there.
And going into the Grand Royal Bar, there is but a single dwarf sitting there. He seems to just walk behind the bar and just get himself whatever he wants. There is no bartender on staff.
Hey, yo, it's Zelly.
And he is
You want to make this
drowning
fruit into a
himself.
drink?
What kind of fruit you got?
Well,
No, the
Ganache
magic fruit to clean him, so we don't have to force feed him.
Good idea. Bartender.
All
Bartender.
right, that's more of my prestige.
I'm not feeling it right now, guys.
Oh. Yeah, you make you're feeling great. You make it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you know, like the burger from SpongeBob that they tried to kill the health inspector with. This is like the drink equivalent of that, but you guys wouldn't know unless you tasted it.
So what, like hairy and toenails and stuff?
Nah, you trusted Zelly.
Okay, well,
Do I?
I drank a little too much today, okay? King pissed me off.
A fortitude save from my boy. He drinks it, and his forehead hits the bar, and he hits the floor shortly after.
Woo, damn, I made that strong. Maybe there's size
wanna try to wake 'em up.
affects the
Hangover
liquor.
cure? You got hangover?
one wake him
God
up.
damn it, I do. I don't want to use it on him.
You don't have to use it.
Kay makes them for like nothing. You can get so many.
Okay, but I stole this one secretly. I didn't want anyone to know
Why?
that I might need it. It's a sign of weakness.
We have it for other people, obviously.
You feed it through him. He vomits profusely all over the floor, as it seems like it wasn't just an alcohol problem.
Nice.
But he eventually comes to and kind of looks you guys over. Who are you? What do you want?
The king sent us. We're going to have a royal meeting here to discuss the
Oh, I
impending
love
attack.
when I'm part of royal meetings. This is gonna be.
Like 3 hours.
Yeah. What?
In like 3 hours.
Time for a couple rounds. You guys want some?
Hell yeah, I like this guy.
We have other business to attend to, but
No, we don't.
you can have this one.
What other business do you have to attend to?
So I want to go back to the head Ganesh dude.
Cleric.
Yeah, to
Haziel.
Haziel.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, well, you don't have to go that fast. There is nothing in the Iron Mountains that can't be done without a pint in your hand.
You're right, but
And he hands you a pint.
okay, I'll hand it to Uzeli and I'm
He
leaving.
pours another one and walks after you. No. Take this.
You know, you can come with me if you would like.
No, I'm going to stay where the booze is until
Okay.
we start. He hands you a pint.
Thanks.
Careful now, you only have 2 arms.
Please,
And he pours
please,
2 for himself.
Please tell me he gets a little water dish for the rabbit.
I'm expecting
No.
him to give a pint to Kanosi.
He 100% gives a pint to Kenosi. Do you stop Kenosi from taking it?
No.
Oh, Kenosi takes it.
Awesome.
Chug, 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 drunk baboon.
Oh yeah, Kenosi gets a hero point as well from that list. I do remember that one specifically. He was counted as one of the kids.
Yeah. No, he's the most important child.
Yeah.
He really is.
I don't know, man. My boy Tino, though.
You head to Uzul?
I do.
Yeah, he is. You see, he has gotten a small congregation
I'm gonna go with them.
of clerics together, and they all look disinterested, unhappy, disheveled, and he is frantically talking to them right now, trying to get them to snap out of it, trying to oh, come on, and he's trying. He casts a couple spells, doesn't seem to have much of any effect.
Nothing's working.
No.
Did you give him a piece of the fruit?
I gave him one. His head's clear, but we don't.
You might want to give him one so he can see.
You don't have a
maybe
lot
if
of
he can make.
Exactly. I need to spend 3 prestige every time I'm doing these fruits.
I don't
Exactly.
think we
So-
actually do.
Can we?
I have 12 uses of a beautiful, well-aged, vintage golden scotch that makes you immune to spell effects.
Would Zelly be willing to part with that?
Use all but one and give the last one to Kay and see if he can.
The last shot.
Yeah.
I would be willing to use like 8 and save 4 for when the party needs it. So
Okay,
that's 8
so
people.
would you give that to us before we left?
You also don't really know. Did I tell you how long it lasts?
No idea.
Okay, I didn't think so.
I'm assuming it's like
As long
10
as you're
rounds.
A minute or two.
Yeah.
Maybe
yeah, so-
a little longer than that. You know,
So let's just save on
could be a
that.
minute or
I'm
two.
gonna,
It
I'm gonna
could
try
be
this.
an hour or two, but it's probably not like a week or two.
Exactly. I'm gonna try something else though.
Okay.
I want
We have god
to
tokens.
exactly. We do have god tokens.
Okay. Hear me out.
Hearing.
God tokens. I am the incarnate of Bacchus, and we ask Bacchus to amplify said golden scotch. Maybe we have a barrel specifically to be used for here, not like a unlimited power kind of supply.
I mean, sure. However, again, we don't know how long it lasts as
I
well.
feel like
we
as
could
we're
get-
literally talking to a guy. I feel like
No,
he
I
could
feel like we
extend
could
it.
get a similar thing from Ganesh though.
Yeah,
if we use
and
gods
I could use Ganesh to.
There's a lot of gods with a lot of different things.
Yeah, I could with the assistance of Ganesh's head
A
cleric
cask
here,
of scotch, though, is a cask of scotch. That's
and
what
we
I
can
said.
I don't
We
know,
don't
do
get
a
Call
prayer.
upon my guy very often,
Yep,
but that's
cool.
okay.
We'll call on your guy.
Okay.
There is, before you start spending god tokens to navigate this challenge, you guys would have a very basic understanding that these long lingering spell effects, right? You guys made a will save immediately upon coming in. You all succeeded relatively easily. But tomorrow it's going to be harder. You know, as time goes on, you're not sure how frequently you're going to have to actively resist the spell, but
We have to deal with
you
that
wear
tower.
down over time. So there is a world where instead of spending a whole bunch of resources to get these guys operational, you could reach out to somebody else relatively nearby that's not the spell effect and import people, and they'd be fresh. You guys could have Grugnug and potentially Shiro. You still haven't tested whether or not you're in his teleport range as well. You could have them teleport in people over the next couple of days, and possibly, probably by the end of the week, they'd still be functional.
Okay, so I vote we do both of the plans. I want to give a ring to Shiro and see if he can teleport to me.
Yeah, you buzz.
I hope we don't splatter this child.
He's fine.
Shiro appears next to you,
Splinched.
hands on his hips, big stupid smile on his face.
And
He
vomits.
flips his hair and pukes all over the floor. And he hits the ground, grabs his head and goes, "Ah!" Yes, so you are within his teleport range.
We pushing it.
You are well outside of his I can do this all day teleport range. And without some really good fortitude saves, possibly even some spells to kind of buff up his constitution,
I can do that.
he's going to struggle to do this more than a couple of times every hour, you know?
Okay, perfect. So,
But realistically, you guys have more or less a week before you expect this thing to show up. You know, Shiro can teleport, I think it's like 120 times a day right now. So,
perfect.
even taking his time, you guys can move a lot of people, a lot of places.
So definitely want Grugnug here, because he's our resident wizard.
Yeah.
Nug.
Yeah. Anybody else like super in particular that you guys think is?
Oh yeah. Casper.
We should have a healer.
I forgot Casper on the list. That's who I forgot.
Casper doesn't need a hero point.
We should bring.
Casper might not be a hero.
We should try to bring Frida or Derek.
Which child is the anti-magic?
Bella.
Bella.
There you go.
That would be helpful.
That is a very important one for
Yeah.
something like this.
So
That would be helpful.
Because
Bella,
then you don't necessarily need the scotch.
What-
She can produce an anti-magic field. And realistically, how the spell should work, purging the effect should then, when they're reintroduced to it, proc a fresh new will save, but it will be starting back at
The
that
children don't
What
receive
if
hugs.
first DC.
we
No
get-
affection.
Jesus.
Bella and Amelia, and Amelia can
We're
make
raising
something
them
to
for war.
amplify Bella's
That's a good
effect
idea.
wider.
okay.
Like she
Amelia
does-
and Grug,
like she's done
yeah.
before.
Yeah, Amelia, Grug.
Get her like a conduit.
I think we should bring Derek as like our because he's our like big healer.
Yeah.
Don't
We
get
can
me
leave
wrong,
Frida back there because she has help there.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, Frida's dope, but like Derek's our big healer.
Yeah.
So Grug, Bella, Amelia, Frida, or not Frida, Derek. Let's see.
Alia's still on the list.
Yeah, Alia's still
Casper's
on the
still on the
list. Bring Casper.
Should we bring Aslo for scouting the thing or no? Do we need scouting?
I mean, you know where it's going.
Let's
Oh,
no.
Finn?
Yeah. Let's get Finn. Let's get
yeah,
Finn.
yeah.
It's sort of like just Finn come here and then be here for a couple of days and then go back.
Yeah.
That way he can like update the mage map and everything.
Yeah.
That way we have like the mage map sorted.
More information.
Yeah.
Mark. And he's already with us. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
Mark is here.
Mark's always with us. He's the boy.
And Shovel Knight is here.
And Shovel Knight is
At
missing
the
an arm. right?
moment.
Shovel Knight is missing an arm. Yep. Melee fighting, he is non-operational because he was using. It was like a great sword.
Yeah.
But shovel.
Wait a minute.
But he can still earthbend relatively easily.
Okay.
Um,
Well, if Derek's gone, who's watching your sister?
We have a whole entourage of
Yeah.
guards.
She's sorted. She's sorted.
Do you bring in
Ish.
any other combat kids? Because this boss fight is not going to function like most of your normal ones.
Yeah, no.
You're going to want maybe more of a
Utility.
rotating door
Yeah.
option for people to go in and out of combat.
So
We could try Mo.
Ian, I don't like that face.
I don't know if that would help against a spider.
Don't kill the children, please.
yeah, I don't think that would help. Well, who's the girl that can manipulate the shadows?
Oh, Monica?
Monica.
Yeah, it's a shadow spider, sort of. I don't know. Maybe she could do something.
Right. So Monica does not make negative energy like a necromancer does or an evil cleric kind of thing. She
Tino.
condenses literal shadows into physical forms.
Okay.
And so the damage she does is piercing damage, like 99%, piercing and slashing damage. Now she is one of your very few like ranged attack children,
I
so
think
she
we
would
should-
still be a good.
Yeah, I
idea.
think we should bring her in. Let's bring in.
Tino?
No.
Slimes
Aslo?
that melts.
Did we already say Aslo?
Yeah, I think
Thought about
Aslo.
I
Big
think that
call to banners.
Could bring.
Maybe the Huntress party, and I think that
Want to bring Fourth Wind in the girls?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
and that's
dude.
basically the roster. I mean, we've got a few others here and there, but we don't want to take everybody.
Yeah.
So in 2 more levels, I can fix Shovel Knight's removed arm.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Derek can fix it. There just has not been
Yeah.
time.
Maybe he'll have time this week?
A little more than a week to do that. Plus, odds are you guys are going to have Derek doing a lot
Other
of
things,
yeah.
right now.
Yeah, I think that's good for now. I want to first get I want to first get Derek and Grugnug in and see if together with
That boy's scary.
head cleric dude, Haslo, have what was his name?
The Haziel?
Haziel. I was
Yes.
close. And like see if like with our heads combined, we can try to figure out a way to stop the spell thing.
Yeah, spending a day or two on
Yeah.
that kind of project, you do find anti-magic, so like Bella's talent, or just a dispel magic from Grugnug or Derek. They both can cast it. Is effective in at least temporarily alleviating the effects. However, you do note that someone who has fallen victim to the spell before is much more susceptible to refalling for the spell.
Okay.
And so what that equates to numbers-wise is the DC doesn't exactly reset itself.
Yeah.
There is a diminishing return on it, more
Copy.
or less. So it is still very difficult for people leaving the anti-magic fields or after a dispel magic is cast on them to continue to fight off the effects that they have fallen prey to, as far as you know, for months, if not years.
Yeah.
You know?
So here's my thought. We focus our time and energy right now. Like we haven't had like the meeting with the king or whatever. This is for the upcoming week. We just focus our time on getting clearing the heads of all the clerics, like all the spellcasters, and
Okay.
then see if.
And now, of course, right, not all clerics
Are-
in
yeah, yeah,
here
yeah.
are clerics by the class. And so, yes, you go through and you start going through the clergy, where they do represent a higher amount of the population. Adventuring parties that they had before, and you find these, and you start rounding up these individuals
Yeah.
based on their class.
And then see if like, I don't know, for lack of better words, once we get as many, if not all, of the like spellcasters and everything, get their heads cleared, see if we can then, like, if they can all, I don't know, power of friendship and fucking make like a counter spell sort of deal against this thing. And with all of them,
With time, they would be able to.
not within the time frame that we're currently in.
You guys have like 5 days. Yeah.
Okay.
So no.
If God tokens were spent to amplify everybody's power, would we be able to do something like that?
It is not a power problem. It is a what exactly are these spells being cast and how exactly are they best countered
Okay.
thing. It's more of a lack of intelligence on the matter.
Okay.
It's, you've been faced with a new disease and no amount of throwing research labs at it is going to get it done faster because there's only so many experiments you can run so fast.
Okay. Well, in that case, then we'll get all the fighting people squared away for the upcoming battle.
I have a question for Amelia and Grugnug. Can we make anything like, I don't know, amulets or small, like stones of storing or something that can hold like protection from energy? So I can do some casts of that leading up to the battle so that everyone can have a little bit of protection from energy, from like negative energy.
Yes. Now, when you store it in the amulet, you don't get just protection from energy. You do have to decide the subtype.
Yeah, so it would be, I'm assuming it's going to be negative, right? That's
Okay.
from what our understanding of the spider. It's like it attacks with the negative energy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
so that would be-
Amelia can temporarily make those, but she can make them very fast.
Okay.
And so it's kind of one of those things where if you want Amelia on it the day of,
Yeah.
if you know that your army is going to be marching out to meet it,
Yeah.
she can just produce. She can put basically all of her power into those amulets.
Mm-hmm.
Or Grugnug could produce protection from energy is what, a third level spell?
Well, I can also do protection from energy communal. So
yeah, that would
that would be better.
What's the level of the spell though?
That's 4th or 5th.
4th or 5th? Because it takes, physical permanent magic item creation takes a good chunk of time. 5th level spells with Grugnug, your 4th level spells, I think you're looking at like 2-3 days
Okay.
of crafting.
Yeah, I
per
didn't know
item.
if it would be worth it to, because I can
Yeah.
definitely give that to like us and a few more.
So
people.
that how
It's
does
not
that,
a super it's not a super uncommon spell though.
Yeah.
how does that
There's
how does that
there's
spell-
clerics around and
Awesome.
stuff. There's other wizards
Great.
around.
As long as we have that as a
the
resource,
the
that's
dwarves'
good.
forces can kind of take care of themselves.
How does that
And there's not going to be
spell
too
work?
many of them.
How does that spell work? Is it like an AOE sort of deal?
It's a damage
everyone
reduction.
yeah.
And it's up to a maximum of player of like your level
Yeah,
of
up-
players touched.
Characters
so like
to
10.
my level, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
it just
So
divides
you
the
can
duration.
touch 10 individuals while casting the spell.
Okay,
and
because
then
I
they're
because I was
affected.
thinking like if it was an AOE thing, we can have them make like essentially like a device that gives a for lack of better words like a bubble that we can like set on like okay this is going to be the battlefield. We set it up like prior, and then like when combat starts, we can activate it and then shield everybody inside.
The
during
dwarves
the
love
fight.
that idea, but that's going to take that takes crafting time.
Okay.
Now they do inform you that they have items like that
In the place where, yeah.
in the vaults underneath the Silver Shores.
Is there a way that we can get? I'll ask them. Is there like any secret tunnels you guys have? Is there a way to get there before the spider gets here?
The direct tunnel there has collapsed under the attack. However, there is a outpost stop, basically a small town. There's a delta on the way, kind of thing, a little settlement that has shafts to the surface, and so you could night train it down. And these tunnels are excruciatingly quick. They have magical tram systems, basically, to take you through. Stop off at this little town, surface, and then walk across the top of the mountain range.
Or
The
why
rest of the
not-
way is Silver Shores. And if there's then, you could spelunk, you could navigate your way through the wreckage and see if the vaults are accessible. They have sent some parties to do this, but of course, since they're under the effect of the nasty spell, they are not fast, they are not motivated, they're not paying attention to what they do.
Okay. So we can take the direct path. Like if the direct path has been caved in, we have Shovel Knight to clear the way.
Yes, you do.
So if we could just take the direct path, and then with your trams and everything, we can just essentially clear out the vaults and bring them right back here in time for the fight.
Now, of course, the tram itself does not go directly to the vaults. You would enter into the ruins now of the city and have to descend to the vaults. You still very well could do that within this time frame.
Okay. Would it be possible? Would it be possible for like a party of dwarves or whatnot to essentially like as we like once we get to like the end of like the tram system or however it works, we like go down like using again Shovel Knight to like clear our path through to the vaults. Could we have like a party of dwarves behind us, like essentially just slapping down like the mine rails, like essentially behind us to then like load up everything and just send it back super quick? Is that a possibility?
Yes and no. Shovel Knight cannot gain direct access to the vaults, as they are not simply holes carved out of the stone. They are reinforced both physically and magically. So you can't simply earthbend your way in.
Okay. I mean, like he could get us like the door.
He might be able to get you closer with some proper direction. It might take just as long, if not longer, to do it that way. And if you want rail cars ready to do some more quick transport, it would be much easier for you guys to go to the main ruins and then follow the supply lines, specifically these railways that were already built, and have Shovel Knight help with the clearing, and then have the engineering party coming through doing repair work. It'd be easier to repair than replace.
Okay. Then yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Hell, if they if the dwarves have any like extra bags of holding lying around, we could just essentially scoop everything up in like one trip.
No, you wouldn't.
It's a very large.
Very, very large vault with lots and lots of things. However, what you can do, many of these rail cars, you know, you're not talking like a freight train necessarily. You're talking more like a Prius-sized vehicle, where you have an operator or two, but it is built with magical storage innate into it.
Okay.
So the rail cars basically are your bags of holding.
Perfect.
And so if you repair the railway through, they would be able to very quickly move these things back and forth.
Sounds good.
Plus, you could also further implement a simple, Shiro has both of his coins here, he leaves one at the Iron Mountain Hall, you take one to the vault, he could back and forth a little bit kind of thing. That's a much shorter distance than what he has been teleporting all the way back from Bronze.
Then yeah, we'll
To here?
Then we'll do that. We can have him taking loads in bags of holding, and just essentially just dumping them onto the freaking palace floor, basically, and then coming back.
I mean, they wouldn't want him on the palace floor. But absolutely.
I'm sure there's a better way to do it, but yeah, and like he could be doing that as we're loading up the carts and everything and sending them back, just like mass deportation of goods.
All right. As you bring in all of the kids and these NPCs, obviously, right, Finn is working on getting your mage map updated. He's not necessarily here for this spider. He's more here for your own selfish purposes.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
But what do you want other people doing? What kind of tasks do you want done in the meantime? Because you have a lot of people, and you have a lot more people that you can pull in.
Yeah.
Are you setting up specific triage camps with Derek? What's Alia going to be doing in the meantime?
So
who are you taking to the vaults with you?
So to the vaults with us, I think we should take our combat crew, like the kids that are solid on combat, because realistically speaking, there's going to be Mad King patrols. Like that it would just make sense.
Possibly.
So I think we should take our combat crew with us. Derek, if he is not
Too busy.
if he's not like actively making like dispelling effects on people, then yeah, if we can set up a triage, that'd be
The morning shift was
Uneventful.
Hey, PJ boy.
Ooh.
We'll call it a hero point for the time being to Casper. Thank you.
oh boy.
Fantastic.
All right,
Yeah.
So every major
Always
NPC
keeping
now
it
with Casper
interesting,
as
this
well.
Yeah, so we have our combat crew going with us down for the Splunkin. We've got Grugnug and Derek focusing on like
I would love to.
anti-magics.
They won't let us go to the fucking coral place. I've been trying so hard.
We'll go there right after we deal with this.
All right, so you move the combat crew down the railway with you to set up kind of like a forward base of operation. Who is in your party?
So in our party,
mares.
we have two. Mark, because
Mark's the boy.
he's the boy. And I think
No.
so with.
Should we bring a ranged person?
Yeah, I was just thinking that. So with
Kind of want to see
Maria, that's not
Monica.
I
Monica.
kind of want to see what Monica
Maria changes colors.
Yeah. So
She's not here, right?
With Monica, when she can manipulate shadows into like physical things, could she do that in ways that aren't just like attacks? Like, is this can
absolutely.
it be more like she can help Shovel
She
Knight
can-
clear things with?
She can make like domes. She can obscure vision. She can make shields. She could realistically do like a snow plow. You know, like a wedge.
I
and
say we
move
bring
things.
Monica.
I kind of want to see what she's got going on.
She wouldn't be the greatest for clearing rubble,
Yeah.
but she is, out of all of the kids, your best damage option for range.
Yeah.
Let's bring her.
Yeah, let's bring
I
her.
want to bring her. What do you think?
Your second best option would be Casper. Casper's better at the large AoE. She's better at like single target damage.
But as far as clearing rubble and damage dealing goes, Alia has a giant fucking hand.
George is cool.
George is cool. However, like I don't know, we particularly don't need more help with clearing the rubble because we have Shovel Knight.
There is one of your kids that you could bring in that would be excruciatingly efficient at clearing rubble.
Panda.
You could bring in Bin.
Oh, yeah, because then if anything, he could also help with the repairs along the way, right?
Temporarily.
I don't know if we
All of his repairs only last so long.
So,
Things like a railway, he could make last for easily hours.
yeah. But if in my head, it would be a lot easier to, than like the engineering crew that's following us to repair. It would be a lot easier to repair if he can essentially put all the pieces in place and then they can come around and tighten the bolt, so to speak.
No, that's not how it works.
No?
But he could make it easier by making specialized equipment that they need on the fly.
Okay. Then, yeah, we can bring in Ben.
Bring in the legless.
Yeah. So we got Ben, we've got
Mark.
we got Ben, we got Mark. That's part of our crew.
Ben and Mark is the crew. All right.
The crew.
Oh, we got
Nice.
and Mark.
The boy.
The Chad.
Lads. You guys hit onto these railways. They do have passenger-specific ones that don't necessarily have the magical storage. That is like a small bus kind of deal.
Could we also bring in a Dara? This is,
You could totally bring a Dara to there.
I don't know.
She seems off.
We're leaving Shovel Knight?
No, Shovel Knight's coming last. He's clearing the way.
All right. Dara
You
says
do also, just before you head out, I forgot to mention one thing. You get a call from Raymond. Hey, I got a gentleman here who says that he knows you and that you're going to want to talk to him.
Is he got roses tattoos all over his arms?
No, it's the other guy.
No.
Who?
He's not that guy with the
It's like the
association.
ambassador.
No, that's Cork. I know him, and believe me, he has made contact and says that he is on his way and has some very furious demands that he needs to negotiate.
Okay. Cool.
He seems extremely upset. Now, this is some old guy.
Gladdick.
Bald,
Wizard.
missing a hand.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What of him?
He wants to talk to you.
Okay, put him on.
I'm on.
Put it on speaker.
I can't. It's in my
I'm
home.
joining the group call.
You guys can do that. Grugna built an apparatus for that. You guys can group
Nice.
call in.
Yeah.
He wants to join you on this.
Oh.
Why?
Why?
This thing
This is an abomination.
is an abomination and an affront to the gods. What they have discovered and what they have done should not exist.
But then, isn't this from your faction though?
It must be destroyed regardless.
Okay, so you want to help us fight this thing?
I can do that. I have been reading up on these things ever since you discovered them and unleashed them upon this world. And if you promise me not to do that again,
Yes, I'm sure we all learned our lesson.
I promise.
She's crossing her fingers.
No, I'm not. You can't see me.
do you say that?
No, we have learned our lesson. These
You
things are
desire
not
more
to
of
be
those
trifled with.
things?
No, I don't desire them, but I will not promise to never do something if, I die, the world gets destroyed, or I summon magical creature, I'll summon magical creature. It's like one of those last desperate attempt things. I'm never going to say never, but do I want to do it? Am I going to do it? Probably not.
We didn't summon this one.
The king has said the same.
Except here is proof that that was a lie. We
and
did.
they believed that they were put up against a wall.
We're currently working.
Dang, we really messing them up that bad?
Oh, it's not just you. They are at war with the all other major nations on this continent.
And that's not
Well,
ringing any warning bells. Everyone hates you. Maybe you're the bad guy.
We're
Listen, we're
currently
not here to
working with the
debate that.
dwarves.
We're not here to
dispel
debate
this
that.
thing.
Yeah.
I understand
So-
that.
We would love your help. Let's
Okay.
destroy this thing. We won't summon another one unless,
No, we won't summon another one.
Unless.
No, unless.
There's a lot of things that I will do if I have to.
There are always other options.
Uzul, I believe you.
I am very believable right
And
now.
I appreciate your motivation here and your candidness. I desire to believe that you are all good people, but I cannot assist those who have the knowledge if they are still willing to leverage it after seeing what these things are. I perhaps misjudged you.
Your people literally summoned this thing.
Yes, and he's trying to help us stop
Dispel
this.
the thing, because he doesn't agree with his people.
Why
the
is he
whole-
judging us? For
He's not. Everybody shut the fuck up.
literally
Everybody
is.
shut up.
He literally is.
No, he's not. He's saying, hey, I'm going to
misjudged
help you. I'm going to help you as long as you guys don't do any more bullshit like this. A simple, yes, we are not going to do any more bullshit like this will suffice.
That would make me a liar.
No. We're not going to summon any more of these goddamn fucking shadow things. We're not
Technically,
doing it.
We haven't summoned any of them.
Then we're not going to summon any more. Everybody shut the fuck up. We are
And
not
other lies you
summoning.
can tell yourself to sleep at night. Jesus
We are
Christ.
not summoning anymore. Gladdick, you have our fucking word. We're not summoning anymore.
I have your word.
Everybody else, we're not summoning any more of these goddamn things.
You
They
have
can't be
my
controlled.
word.
They're fucking monsters.
Thank you, Reese. I do believe that you are a good man.
Thank you.
Rabbit, you're not summoning any more of these fucking beasts, right?
I haven't summoned anything.
You're not. Say you're not summoning any more of these fucking beasts.
I agree with Itzelli.
What is your guys' fucking plan? What is your guys' fucking plan?
It's just a contingency.
A contingency to what? To destroy everything?
No, it's literally we are not planning to use them ever. It's just I don't want to say agree like I will never do this.
It's the principle. Just say you won't do it. Just say you won't do it and you get his help. Jesus.
Perhaps I will see you on the battlefield in my own time. The call ends.
Thanks, guys. All right, let's go.
Well, that went out the shitter.
You hit the trams, you mosey through. Maybe 7-8 hours later, you guys find yourselves at this small town. Nothing to really talk about at this little place. Just a tiny little cutout town in a mountain. You are shown unenthusiastically to the surface as purged members are few and far between. This engineering crew is going to be following you. They might not be totally on the up and up the entire time.
I want to make sure that we get, like before we head out, the engineering crew specifically gets a, gets Bella anti-magic bubbled that way.
Yeah,
they
you
can-
give them that kind of quick purge.
Yeah.
But if this trip takes you guys more than,
No, they'll have
Yeah.
to try to re-up. Yeah, I just
they
wanted
might have to
to
re-up.
point that out. That
but you
like,
do
the
have one of
engineering
Shiro's
crew-
coins.
Okay.
So you can have Shiro pop in with Bella potentially to do another quick
Re-up that,
purge.
okay.
It's a band-aid on, a major flesh wound.
Yeah.
But it's a band-aid.
Tis
Right.
but a scratch.
You guys hit the surface, and I need fortitude saving throws. Not from you.
Sweet.
Nice.
20.
20.
Oh, is it cold?
Oh, it's cold. You guys are at the top of this mountain. The snow is hard packed, but as you tunnel out from the mountain, you pass a good 12, 14 foot of ice pack that is also freshly carved out.
It's gonna be a 30 on my fort.
30, you are good. You are not going to suffer any ill effects. Both of you are slowed by this.
Yeah, I rolled a 12.
Kenosi as well.
I would like to change into a polar bear and then carry Kenosi around.
You Gucci.
'Kay.
Kenosi's still cold. Well, Ben nat 20s, I guess
Nice.
he builds a heater. and is good.
He's over here like, fuck this.
He
pops out and he's
has
like-
heated seats.
So his wheelchair
pops out and he's like,
has
"Oh, no, give me a
shelves
second."
built into it, tons and tons of shelves, and he has all kinds of different little bullshit things. There's nails and screws, little bits of piping and stuff sticking up out of the back. He carries a lot of trash with him. And as you guys get up, you just see like fur flow out and just like surround. He makes a parka, and these little copper wires come in and hook up to this weird little box that he has, and he just goes like, "Argh." He just makes a heated jacket.
Good man.
Can someone like just strap Kenosi to like the underside of my chest or something? Just like tie him around me.
Are you big right now?
I'm a
Yeah.
polar bear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, rope is easy.
Cool.
Mark is freezing.
Unfortunate.
Me too, buddy.
Mark is excruciatingly unhappy.
If you drink,
I can only carry my
you,
son.
you feel warmer.
Where's your tiny little fairy?
Do you think I have him in?
My fairy?
Oh yeah, your fire fairy.
Yeah. I mean, she doesn't do that much.
She could sit in somebody's pocket.
I mean,
How do you
if you want your
transport
pocket
her?
bird. We still have the box.
You put her
Do
in. You put her in the
refrigerator?
cold fridge box.
does
I
not
think,
wanna go in
Yeah, I
that.
think that's not a good
I'll
idea.
get her a jar. Poke some holes on it, you know.
A peanut butter jar?
Peanut butter jar. Or she could just fly around too. That's fine.
Yeah, I
mean,
was
I have
gonna
enough
say,
damage
if
reduction.
she stays like on your person, she's going to get hot enough that you are going to take damage, especially now with your newfound weakness to fire.
I have the cloak and just enough damage reduction.
That's right. Just enough that
So if she
the
wants to
cloak
hang on my
doesn't last
shoulder,
forever, though. The cloak does have a limit that it can take a day.
Yeah.
And so, like, tucking her in every 6 seconds, you're taking like
I would like
6,
to
7 points of fire damage. Kind
keep
of
her
thing.
around, but right now, I mean, I'll probably put her in the jar because it's freezing outside.
And you know the wind's blowing and stuff. You don't want her blown away.
Yeah.
You can put her in the jar and have it heated, and you can just hand her to Mark.
Sure. Yeah.
He'll tuck her into his
It'll be a nice
jacket
warm
underneath
jar.
his chest plate.
So some holes poked in. It's got a little ventilation. In it.
Yeah, you guys don't have too terribly far to travel.
Unfortunately, we're the good guys in this story.
Yeah.
It's all a matter of perspective, really.
You are the main characters in this
We're
story.
the heroes.
Everything is shades of gray. There is no black and white. We are all evil.
Except the
in
literal
someone's
beings
story.
created, or that are pure darkness. That some would argue that those are black.
But can light exist without darkness?
No, but
You
don't
guys
need to use the
over the
power.
ridge.
Darkness.
And I need perception rolls.
Molded
Yay.
by it.
Nat 20.
Let me get out
It's pretty good.
an extra sheet of paper then I got. Get you some real details.
Thank you.
I still have that one out. There we go. Yes. No, the wrong one. Oh well. Nat 20. East.
Total of 29.
Roll 29.
27.
27. Nah.
It's not even worth saying.
You just. Da, da.
Snow.
It's
Right
like
in the eye.
She's snowblind.
A 12.
It's-
You guys come up and are greeted with what used to be a very beautiful sight. The ocean to the far east. You see that there are still two huge branching arms, man-made, to make the bay for this gigantic port. You see the remains of huge shipping lanes where many, many great ships could have parked. You still see some ships there, annihilated, sunk. The entire half of this mountain, this entire downslope, used to be carved into a city. And now you see basically a crater full of rubble left behind of houses, left behind of towers, battlements, temples, all destroyed and collapsed down. Obviously, since it's a dwarven city, it was dug into the mountain as well. As this bombardment had happened, it has collapsed multiple layers of this city into itself and created this humongous pile of rubble. You do see, just outside of the remains of this port, there are some ships. They are flying the king's colors on their sails. There are Mad King ships around. You don't necessarily see especially from your extremely far distance, a whole lot in the way of rowboats coming in and checking out the rubble or anything. But there are Mad King in the area.
Okay.
And Nvidia, you see something else.
Okay.
Looking into the rubble, you see a small group of beings moving around. They do not appear to be human.
Anyone have a telescope?
They upright?
Here, and
Well,
a
like-
telescope like forms
Oh,
in
nice.
Ben's hand as he holds it up for
Okay.
you.
Hey
Nice.
man, I got paused. Do you want to take a look right down there?
Yeah, he kind of zooms through and looks and he goes, what am I looking for?
There's this group of beings. They're humanoid.
He can't quite seem to find what you're looking for.
Can I give it a check? Yeah.
Sure.
Question with we say like the spell like message. Can you send like images, like sort of be like this is what I'm seeing sort of deal? No. Okay. Well, I'll take a peek. Given her,
It's called scrying.
yeah, given her pointing it out to me, I'll see if I can see what it is.
Is there like snow beaten down? Is there any like thing obscuring our vision or anything like that? In the distance? Like, is there any penalties because of like?
No.
Okay.
Not because of like cloud cover or fog or anything like
Okay.
that.
26.
26, you are unable to spot it out.
Give me that thing.
No. Somebody just hold it in front of my face.
Okay, yeah. I'll
You already
Give me
gave
that
it.
thing.
You guys all start fighting over
31.
the scope.
31.
31. You catch just the slightest glimpse. Something with a tail.
Was it fuzzy or scaly?
Scaly.
Oh, scaly tails.
But like
In the snow?
In the snow?
it had a parka on.
Yeah.
Like you caught like
Had
a cloak and then there was like a scaly tail underneath it.
yeah. Yeah.
Does Greg
So it's
have
like
snow
it's
cousins?
in clothes.
Is it?
let's ask the dwarves
Is
that
it
we're
small?
with.
Is
if
it like
that-
as small as like Greg did?
Impossible to tell. It's running amongst the rubble. You're far enough away.
Far
you
enough
can't.
away.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
don't have
okay.
a size of scale in all reality.
Okay.
You know, obviously they're not 35 feet tall.
Yeah. Okay.
You know,
Okay.
but is it halfling size? Is it kobold size? Is it
medium
is
or
it
small?
Is
See, this
it
is my
human size
question.
or is it even like yeti size? Right? Is it large? Is it a large size? You could. You
Yeah,
could
okay.
be
I
able
want to ask the
know.
dwarves that we're with if they know anything about that.
Know anything about
Um,
scaled people?
there is a tribe of kobolds that had lived over on the far side of the mountain. Wasn't ever really a big deal. They didn't get along, but
Scaly friends
that's all they
might
could
still
really
be
think
here
of.
Well,
after all this time.
let's mosey, I guess.
You guys begin heading down. Who has specialized climbing equipment?
Not I.
Hey, Ben.
He can. Yeah, he can make you guys some specialized equipment. And since you do have the engineers guild with the dwarves, there are plenty of parts around for him to use as well. So yes, he
Buddy.
can make you guys very easy climbing equipment.
I'm pretty good at
Good job,
climbing.
Brink.
I'm just saying. Plus, got claws.
Do you desire to? You can forego any help of gear and roll your own climb check and descend this mountain.
Is this bear friendly?
No,
I want to get out of the
Ben can
cold.
make harnesses that are bear friendly.
I'm going.
You have slow fall, so you can just slide down the
I know.
mountain.
I just wanted to roll for shits and
Well,
gigs.
only so far.
Yeah.
I'm up to like 80 feet, so
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
probably wouldn't die if you totally mess this one up.
exactly.
Would Ben's thing give me a bonus or just eliminate
20.
the roll?
It realistically just eliminates the roll.
I'm down to just eliminate the
Yeah,
roll. That's fine.
you guys did bringing Ben was the only option you were gonna have for that. Otherwise, I was gonna make that a bit more of a thing.
23.
I could just fly us up.
23.
You
You
can
are
just fly
unable
something.
to safely climb down this mountain.
Nice.
You are able to safely
to
climb down
snow.
sections, and thanks to your slow fall, you can piece it together It would take you a long time, though. In the end, it's best to just grab a hold of a rope and
Can't Skyrim that bitch.
let the. You
Jump
could.
off the cliffs. To the
Yeah, that's
least amount
basically
of
what you could
damage.
do, right? You could platform your way down until you reach kind of the main rubble field.
Hell yeah.
And when you get to the rubble field, you are very easily able to navigate. Mark is going to struggle with it.
I'm gonna struggle.
You're
with it.
probably going to struggle with it. You're going to be all right. Ben is going to really struggle with it.
Can't you just make like spider legs and then just like over the
He
rope?
can, yeah.
Yeah.
It only lasts so long is kind of the problem, and those do only work so well, you know? But yeah,
Make some spider legs out of the rubble, dude.
His wheelchair, is that one of his own creations that he's just holding together, or is it just like...
no, that is a permanently created thing.
Okay.
Otherwise, because he doesn't want to have to
Have to-
maintain that
yeah.
24/7.
Imagine you put that one
Now
together
he
by his
can,
hands.
of course, make another wheelchair or make, a temporary chair to do other things like the spider legs kind of deal.
Right. Could we... Do the engineers come with us, or are they just up at the top waiting, or...
Most of them are underneath still at that little town, actively clearing out with Shovel Knight and the rest of your attackers' crew. This is where you would have split from Alia and all of them.
Because if this is going to be super difficult for Ben, we could just, like...
Send him back.
Send the wheelchair back to them, and then I could carry him through this. And
Okay.
then when we get to where he can just
Yeah.
craft another one.
And you
for
guys
us.
I'm a
are in
bag
a
of holding.
gigantic rubble field,
Oh,
so
yeah, we'll just stick
the
his
wheelchair in the
bag of holding.
cool. He's
You could put him in there too. I mean,
Probably uncomfortable with
he
it,
takes
and it,
he's a little uncomfortable with
Yeah,
it,
that
but he understands.
yeah.
Yeah, we can just backpack him. That's fine.
Yeah.
You know what? Some of us are good at some things, others are good at others.
Some of us have legs, some of us don't.
Hey, you're both missing at least one leg, so.
We're
Bonding.
legless buddies.
Yeah, he is interested in your leg.
Do you want it?
How are you going to navigate if you don't have your leg?
Oh, I just thought you'd look at it for a minute while these fools were talking.
He looks at it for a minute. he would like some time with it.
I don't know, man. You don't get to have a lot of time with my bare legs there, buddy.
Wait, you have bare legs?
No, Nvidia does right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
But,
okay.
You guys begin navigating. It is not too long before you start finding destroyed shafts that go down to lower city levels.
What? What? It missed. I turned it out. I didn't want my phone battery to die.
And
Full
you
commit.
can
I'm at 2% right now.
classic. You begin navigating your way down. It is tight from you guys, from Mark, and unless you want to transmute out of polar bear form, I'm going to need some kind of check to begin clawing your way through this rubble.
Dude, become like.
Ben can help a
Badger or
bit
something.
by
Like Wolverine.
touching and destroying
Like they
select
have
pieces,
snow, they have
but
snow thing.
Snow
once you start
leopard.
like tunneling,
Snow
you're kind of at risk of cave-ins,
It's like a Wolverine.
so you don't want to go too crazy with it.
Yeah. I'm going to.
Penguin. Can I be a dire penguin?
Yes.
With the fluffy. With the
Mark is
fluffy
good.
hair.
Would you accept like just a strength roll?
Oh man, that's great.
You might damage your armor
Oh no.
if you're just muscling your way through.
Oh no.
This is
You
much
guys
more
could
of
just,
a,
like, back-
dexterity thing.
Penguin sledding.
Escape artist,
I mean, I can try.
acrobatics.
Could I penguin sled down the side of the mountain?
Well, no, we're going through caves right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you
Of
maybe-
course you can. And Kenosi could ride you.
Yes.
You can go penguin sledding.
Except climb check.
Could they go penguin
Yes, I would
sledding?
accept a climb check. Spelunking is a
I
form
need to
of
be a
climbing.
large, very large penguin.
Super bad.
Dire penguin
sized penguin.
to carry for
That's
3
what-
people.
Nat 20.
That's 20 climb check.
Nice.
It just like clicks.
I remembered my young
What
days.
is that one movie? I don't remember. There's a movie, but like he's like, I see the line as he's like trying to climb the mountain.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I see the line.
That's gonna be a grand total of
Like,
10.
No.
Oh wait, no. I mean, if I use climb, yeah, I could use climb. That's
Yeah.
still gonna be a grand total of 12.
No.
Yeah.
No, you are struggling. You're going to have to remove your armor if you wish to proceed with the crew.
Okay. I'll take off the armor and I'll.
Just put it in my bag of holding real
Yeah.
quick.
Okay.
Real quick, 30 minutes later.
30 minutes, real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick.
20-minute process.
It'll be like a 20-minute process to take that thing off.
Actually, no. There's a spell
Yeah.
that I could cast to just take it off and put it back on super fast. But that's the point.
All right. You guys begin continuing down. You have dark vision. The rest of you do not.
No.
No.
Mark does not. Ben does
absolutely
not.
not.
How do you see?
With my eyeballs.
I
Not
cast
when it's dark.
light on my
cast light.
sword.
Okay.
Can Ben make like I don't know,
A flashlight?
essentially?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't
He's
have
the
light
guy
prepared,
right
but
now.
2 lights for the party
Have him make some
is
glow sticks or something.
suboptimal, but can function. Yeah, that's really all your options there. Mark doesn't have any other way.
I mean, we have torches. Part of the.
Do you
adventurers
carry
packs.
torches?
Yeah, it's part of the fucking adventurers pack. It comes with rope and torches and shit.
Yeah, I understand what the adventuring pack comes with. Why would you have torches?
Yeah, you have dark vision.
Oh, why would I have torches? Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I personally won't, but everybody else has an adventuring pack. So
No, I don't.
That's not true.
I do.
And that's probably not true.
That is, yeah.
Okay, cool. So we'll light a torch,
I do.
and now we have 3 sources of
I
light.
have a shit ton of rope. That's what I got.
That's good.
Dude, lights
Comes in handy.
Light's a cantrip.
I just don't have it prepared right now.
I do.
Can you cast it multiple times?
No. One item
Okay,
at a time.
then light on the sword. Ben makes a flashlight. We light one of your torches. 3 sources of light.
Good
Bada bing.
enough.
Put light on my penguin beak,
we have
and I
a
could be
cute
like
little fairy jar.
You
Rudolph
do
the
have a
Red-Nosed
fire in a jar.
Let's let out the fairy. If we're underground, we might as well, right?
Yeah, there's no wind.
Yeah,
She can,
you know,
and she
there's no
is
wind. We're
diminutive
underground
in
in
size, so she can fly around
caverns where-
very easily.
Sweet. Yeah, let's do it.
Gases build.
Let's let her out.
and,
Let's
you
let
know,
Soul
it's a
out.
great
This used to
thing.
be a city, not like a natural cavern. So
used to
your
be.
your odds of natural gas are probably super low.
They were 0 until you said that.
Maybe. Perception rolls as you guys go down. You do hit very large chambers where there are some buildings still intact, but you are not running into any population. I also need D12 circumstance rolls.
I take it that we would take at least one of the engineering dwarves to actually lead us through this. spot.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's going to be a small group of them that kind of follow you guys. around.
26.
26 and your D12.
D12. 12.
26 and 1.
Okay.
28 and 1.
19 and 1.
Oh.
1.
No shit.
1, 1, 1.
Yeah, this first kind of section of moving around, you guys find some evidence of Mad King troops having landed, but it seems
Bastards.
not like war forces, right? You don't see signs of battles and skirmishes. You do run into a lot of dead dwarves. But what you run into from the Mad King is old outposts and like empty supply crates. What you're able to put together happening was a massive bombardment of some kind that annihilated this entire city, and then they landed small amounts of troops to kind of walk through some of the remains and just make sure they did a good job. Maybe mop up some survivors.
Stab all the dead.
Maybe
double
recover
tap.
some valuables. You know,
Get some teeth.
just the fun
Make
stuff.
some dentures, you know.
Yeah, get some
Yeah.
trophies.
It's a sad part of things that they don't talk about very often is, you know, at the end of the war, that guy's job to just go around and,
Yeah.
ugh, that would be a bad job.
Are you alive? Not anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore. You guys descend further. The little engineering core that is detached with you guys has communication with the main core that is clearing the way. They are talking about the path that they are taking and the path that they should be taking as they're kind of surveying the area. and they lead you guys to the next subsection where you guys then are supposed to take point, as they do not know what is beyond. New circumstance rolls.
Is it large enough down here that I can still be this large penguin that I am?
Yes.
Cool.
3.
11.
11.
11.
Woo! Look at us go.
Go team.
God, make a wish.
Fantastic perception rolls as you guys make it to this next substation.
Almost a nat 20.
Well, that is a nat 1.
Classic.
Everything. 22.
22,
37.
37,
33.
and 33.
Nat 1, but 11 total. So
You guys finally get past kind of like major rubble. And this place is abandoned. Like there is nobody around. You're walking down these dwarvish streets deep, deep beneath the earth. And Uzul, you are feeling confident you can don your armor once more. And as do you want to take a pit stop
yeah.
here to start doing that now that you think that you're kind of done with the squeezing
Well, like
portion?
Formula One this bitch.
Do you have other people help you with it, or are you just going to put on your armor yourself?
I mean, if Dees wants to help, he's gonna help.
I mean,
Speed
can
it
he
up.
put his armor by himself?
I mean, I can.
Not, yeah.
I can. It'll take a little bit, or again, I also can just cast a spell and then it's just on me.
We'll put it on.
Yeah.
Make it easier.
He'll help me out.
You guys head off to the side for a second, do a little armor setting up. You guys have kind of a little temporary camp, taking a lunch break.
Does
Yeah,
Ben
how
need
long-
can Ben get his wheelchair back?
Yes.
Okay.
Can Ben make like? Never mind.
Like a baby Bjorn. He's strapped to the chest.
I know it's not going to take you like an hour, but if we could take like that hour so that I can prepare, because I didn't want to prepare my spells yet, because I didn't know exactly what we were going to need.
So you need to prepare your spells.
Yeah.
You should take some time and do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is because I didn't know if we were going to be in caves like we are now, or if we were going to be what we were going to be doing.
Waiting to
So,
fight a giant spider.
Yes.
Okay.
So.
Absolutely.
Big pit stop.
You begin taking your time,
Grab a
you begin
snack.
preparing your spells. You two step off to the side, start putting on armor. And about halfway through, I need your two CMDs.
Being grabbed.
D is
Donald, does this ring any bells for you? Woo!
about 28.
28.
We are just teamwork.
Oh,
Makes the
no.
goddamn dream work, guys.
Well, CMD does. You don't roll for it. It's just and Driders.
Driders, show up.
No, not Driders. No. But from multiple different areas of the darkness, nets are thrown over top of the both of you.
Nets?
You both find yourselves entangled in them. Roll initiative.
Uzul, you know what to do.
I know what to do.
You know what to get rid of these nets.
I know what to do.
Yeah.
And everybody can roll. You guys aren't too far away.
Oh. I mean, if we're only halfway through,
You have not prepared your
maybe
spells.
you should keep meditating, my good friend.
I'm still meditating, but
20. So my initiative is 20.
I got 16.
2016.
What's your-
You're not going to participate?
I'm not going to be super helpful.
Okay.
So
What's my
Kenosi and I will
dex?
just kind of stay over here.
Not as high as yours.
Well, is it a 5?
Hell no.
Okay. I go first.
16 as well.
Yes.
Hell no. It's a 3.
It's actually, it's a 5.5. We just don't count the half.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Uzul at Zeli East. NVIDIA is not participating. Your allies are on initiative count 22. Rolled very well. Mark and Ben. However, we start at the enemy's turn. Initiative count 17. Well, I guess it'd be a surprise round, then in normal turn order. But
Actually, Uzul, maybe don't do that.
Oh no, you already told me to do it.
Oh yeah, but I take double fire damage.
when
Yeah,
we
you
come
totally
back
do.
from the break,
You have so much health.
the kobold ambush commences.
Okay.
All right.
We'll see you guys in a few. Be right back.
Benito.
Or will we?